Hi, I'm Don Boden from SampleLibraryReview.com. I'm very excited. Today we're doing something new. I think you're going to love it. This is going to be a 5 under 20 series where we're going to look at 5 different libraries, either micro libraries or mostly libraries under 20 pounds. That's kind of the way that I've defined it here. Now in 5 under 20 episode 1, it's kind of like a bag of curiosities, really. These are some really cool, really out there libraries for the most part. I'm going to go through the Broken Radio, created by Mr. Sandman, Spark Gap, created by the professor over at Rhythmic Robot. We're going to look at Propane Asylum, that's from ZapZorn. The Solino String Ensemble, that was created with Tronsonic in collaboration with Synth Magic. We're also going to take a look at the Human Beatbox, created by Mr. Fuguchiyami. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Really cool set of a very different instruments we're going to be taking a look at. Before we dig in, I just want to say a very special thank you to Brian Brylow. He is a day one patron supporter of the SLR Sample Library Review Patreon page. Brian goes by Arpeggiator when he's creating electronic music, and it's been really great to connect and talk with him a little bit. It's wonderful to have him supporting Sample Library Review and helping me make videos for you guys. Find out how you can become a voting patron and help me decide some of the direction we're going to take Sample Library Review as we grow. So the first thing we're going to take a look at here is the Human Beatbox. It's distributed through Loopmasters, retails for $15.07 US, includes 278 wave files, 150 loops. It also includes Rex files if you want to use that in Reason or Stylus RMX. It also has its own Kontakt, EXS, FSP, SXT instruments for you to load up in the respective sample players. Now, me personally, I love this library. It's really cool, great buy for what it is. You know, I do a lot of music for commercials. For me, a beatboxer, just a few phrases or rhythms here and there could add a whole new dimension to a track. For more information and links to all of these instruments here, check out the description below. Now, next up, we're taking a look at Broken Radio. Now, this is from Mr. Sandman. It does require the full version of Kontakt to load it up, 4 or higher. It's got 41 Kontakt instruments, and the reason I got excited and wanted to check this out, the samples and the instruments are all based on interference and noise. Next up, we have Spark Gap. Now, this is a really unique, cool library from Rhythmic Robot. It's a Kontakt instrument. It retails for about 16 pounds. Now, the samples for this are from an actual device that was created in the 1920s. They take a tuning fork, they apply some electrodes to it, and they're able to crank it up to get it to resonate. Now, the professor over at Rhythmic Robot, he's included an ADSR, the ability to add a pure sine wave to extend the tone a little bit, high pass and low pass filters, and a key off knob that allowed you to add in some of the buzzes or crackles that happen when you actually dampen the tuning fork. Propane Asylum. I was really excited to check it out, the name alone. This is from ZapZorn. It retails for $19 US. It's a Kontakt instrument created from samples from different kinds of hits on a propane tank. Now, the excitement I had with Propane Asylum, with the name alone, it held up, because once I got in there, started playing with them, these are great samples. 96K, 24-bit, started creating some little beats and rhythms. So much fidelity, and so many different kinds of hits too. I think they got 10 or 12. You're able to switch your articulation hit with key switches across the top of the keyboard. You've also got ADSR, high pass, low pass filters, and a number of effects. Now, finishing off the first 5 under 20 is the Solino String Ensemble Marquan. This was created by Tronsonic in collaboration with SynthMagic, and what they've done is sampled the vintage ARP Cellino String Ensemble Mark I. Now, this is pretty much the string machine of the 70s in tons of disco. This instrument requires a full version of Kontakt 5.2.1 or higher, and it comes for 15 British pounds. Now, you get 54 different Kontakt instruments. Everything's from cello, viola, violin, some horn samples. But the thing that really makes this such a cool instrument to play with and sculpt is you've got these different EQ modulations, phasers, and all these different ways to sculpt the sound. So for more information and links to all of these instruments here, check out the description below. If you've been watching the videos, finding them helpful, or if you're a developer and you'd like to be a supporter through Patreon, we've got special levels just for developers there as well. I'm going to wrap it up here, the first 5 under 20. It's been really cool to check out these instruments. If you found any of my reviews helpful, please like, comment, send me an email. Let me know what you found. And if you're buying any of these instruments, just tell the developer, hey, I heard about this on Sample Library Review.